Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is The Walking Dead Season 9, Episode 15, Alpha's Fair Pass. We're going to talk about what is going to go down in the first couple minutes of this week's episode, and I want to thank all of you for being here once again. I know many of you were at the stream at 8 o'clock. Go back and check that out. I do want to apologize to a few people because apparently the link I have in the description to join our Walking Dead 999 army is the wrong link. So Kel or Emmy or one of you guys have the link readily available. If you guys can put it in the comments, that might explain a lot. So I'll get that updated before our next video. And thank you, Wilson. Yes, the kill shot emoji is unlocked. We hit our channel membership. So the next thing that we're going to do, if we get 9 more members, then we are going to do a super fan emoji. So it'll be one of you. Also got a special announcement. We are going to give away a little something in this stream, so hopefully you guys will stick around for a little while. I don't know how I'm going to give it away yet. I'm gonna wing it. I'm going to come up with something, but we do have a special gift. The only catch is tonight you do have to be located in the United States. So sorry for our international fans. This one is going to be U.S. only because until we can get the shipping and the customs figured out. But yes, this one is going to be U.S. only. You can win, but you got to give it to somebody locally. Because, yeah, I know, Wilson. But since Steph's doing this voluntarily, I have to, I got to be easy on the customs. So until we can figure out a way to get that done. All right, everybody, let's get into tonight's episode and talk about some things that are going to go down. As you guys can see, if your attention is on the screen, we got a lady here circled. Anybody want to venture a guess of what the lady's name is? Anybody know who this is? Thank you, Tim. Watch those ads, my man. Miles and Hilda. Absolutely. That is Hilda. So I don't know if you guys caught this a while back, but Spoiling Dead's fan page said about, I don't know, 3 months ago that Alpha would go to the fair and she would be wearing a green dress. Anybody see anything really cool about Hilda? I know it's rhetorical. But she certainly has a green dress, doesn't she? Yeah, Anything else that might come in handy to cover Alpha's bald head? Perhaps a hat? All right. So I don't know if you guys caught this from the sneak peek. Did you guys see Ozzy? Where Daryl and they came up and Ozzy says, "Hey, we followed them and there was a cart that was overturned." Did you guys catch that as well? And Michonne said, "The skins." Yep, that's their cart. Yeah, I mean, it's right there in front of us. I mean, we see it. We know what happened. We can piece it all together. And there's also a picture of a Whisperer wearing this dude's face. So these two are gone. Goodbye, Miles. Goodbye, Hilda. Goodbye, cart that got overturned. And Diana does say, hey, Daryl's like, they drug them this way. And Diane's like, you know, we can follow them. They may still be alive. Well, they're not. We know that. And Carol says, you guys go back to the kingdom. And Carol, Michonne, and Daryl will go track them. Now, let me say, the king possibly dying could still be in play. I don't know the time frame yet. I know in the previous video we talked about it and said Carol would not miss his speech. But when I saw the pan out of the audience, I did not see Carol, Daryl, or Michonne in the audience. I saw Marco and I saw Diane, but I did not see Daryl, Carol, or Michonne when Ezekiel was given the speech. That's important. Now, if you guys can find something, because they could still die at the fair. And I think that's what we're trying to get to, is whether or not they're going to be taken out or whether or not they're going to be taken out and then taken out. Because what looks like could happen is the people were there and a little bit of drama ensued. So they're like, hey, let's go check it out. But we'll be back, by the time everything else is going on. And they never make it back. But the fair still continues. Because remember, it's movie what? We asked this question before. Trick question, everybody. When is the movie going to play? I got to do it out loud. And I'm sorry I got to do it a little bit slow, but I just got to get everybody into the vibe. So it makes perfect sense because it's movie night. So the scene we see with Ezekiel and Henry is in the morning, maybe lunchtime. The group goes out. It appears that Carol and a few others look like they're going to keep tracking. Then they send almost everybody back. Ezekiel gives his speech. Symphony of Awesome is going to play the events. And I think it's going to be, I don't know if we're 100% on point with this, but the timeline, you're right, Jack, the timeline is emerging. And what we said was that it would gradually get kind of heightened anxiety where, somebody looks around like Jerry's like, where's Nabila? And she's gone. And then, there's just this constant fear of people looking for each other. But yet, they're having a few drinks and movies getting ready to kick off. It's getting dark. And Symphony of Awesome's playing. And Ezekiel's like, getting worried because Carol's not back yet. So I think once we get to the movie, it's going to really, really set into everybody like, there's a problem here. And I think we're going to be seeing where us as an audience, where we're going to be suffering through this, is it's going to be kind of one group's having a good time but getting a little nervous, and the other group is fearing for their life and panicking. And heads are starting to come in. Now, I think we got something completely backwards. So I'm going to give you the bold prediction, but it's almost going to be like looking in a mirror. Because I think that of the 16 spoilers that was listed, I think that it wasn't a spoiler, it was a rumor. But I think there's one small detail that the Spoiling Dads fan page did get wrong. And I think everything else is spot on. It's perfect. We assumed that Alpha was leaving the fair. And they still may be right, but this would make a little bit more sense to me. Joe Fulford is super chatting. I'll get back to my thought in 1 second. He says, do you think Judith will actually see these pikes? I do think Judith will see the border scene. I don't think, Joe, I don't think Judith's going to see, I don't think Judith's going to see it as it happens. I think that'll be kind of like a warning, keep out. And it'll be in season 10. So, normally we do a funnel theory. But I'm going to do let's call it a mirror theory. It just seemed like a cool thing to make up. So, the rumor was that Alpha would be leaving the fair with a bloody machete and she would run into Henry, correct? You guys remember that? And something occurred to me last night when we were talking about it, and I ask each and every one of you, yep, okay, we're getting it there. And you know what? This is going to be, I did ask a question in last night's stream. And I referred to a movie. If you can tell me what movie I referred to and compared it to Alpha carrying the bag of heads, then you will win the special prize. What was the movie I referred to? First person that types it, type it right now. We got a giveaway, and it is somebody missed it. Jerry Maguire. Somebody was listening last night. Deidre Lesage. I did. I said Jerry Maguire. Because remember I said the human head and Alpha would be carrying a bag of heads. All right. Deidre Lesage, you win a Walking Dead Red Fair 999 beer mug. Steph the Cuervo Queen. Deidre, are you located in the United States? Just want to make sure. You didn't have to see it to get the analogy. Let me make sure that Deidre is in the United States. All right. She's in Detroit. Yes. All right. All right. You get. I guess you get a choice, Deidre. Do you want beer or you want coffee? Because we got one of each. A beer mug or a coffee mug. The drama. Coffee, please. All right. And young DD Jammer is not in the United States and says that he would like to donate the mug he won. So, yeah, we'll put that back up as well. All right, Steph. So we got something added back. All right, let me get to my thoughts so you guys understand where we're going with it. So apparently we got another mug that we're going to put back up. Okay, so stick with me for a second. I will get back to where we're at. Trust me. So when we were talking about Jerry Maguire, and I said, okay, Alpha goes to the fair, and she kills all these people and chops their head off, and even somebody last night said, well, maybe Beta's carrying them back, because this could be like 80 pounds. But where's Henry right now? Because remember, the spoiler said that Henry could possibly be captured. Henry's at the kingdom. So it's not likely that Alpha is at the kingdom, because we see Alpha at the Whisperer camp, or she's got her own little camp there. And then, so it's almost like they're flip-flopped, where Henry's not at the camp and Alpha's not leaving the kingdom. Henry's at the kingdom and Alpha's at the camp. And if she has a bloody machete, she wouldn't need to carry a bag of heads back for the pike scene if she had just taken those people and killed them at the place where Daryl and Carol and Yumi and Michonne are. They've taken them hostage and killed them there. And Henry probably tracks them, and Alpha is somewhere close to that area with a bloody machete. It would make more sense for Alpha to have a bloody machete there than to be coming back from the kingdom. What's up, Wayne Green? Says, Sup 999. Will the series end with the final movie? Wayne, it depends. It depends on how long these movies take. If you got a movie every year and a half, maybe. I think it's a possibility. I hope it doesn't. I mean, I hope The Walking Dead's still going on 10 years. So, Natalie, I agree. That does work better because in some of the spoilers, they're like, well, I don't figure out how Henry gets captured again. I don't think Henry gets captured again. And if he does get captured again, he doesn't escape again. I don't think he's going to get captured and leave. I feel more like he's going to track them down, run into Alpha, and if he gets taken back, he's taken back to be killed. Or part of him is just going to be taken back and put on display for Carol. See, Mike, I understand that, but the part I'm struggling with the most, we're in episode 15. Does anybody see any possibility in episode 15 that Henry gets captured again, escapes again, and runs into Alpha? There's just not enough time for that to happen. There's no way that can go down. And I'm not, believe me when I tell you this, I'm not questioning the sources for Spoiling Dead's fan page. They're amazing. But this is the thing that makes no sense. And it doesn't even make sense to them. So that's why they haven't really latched onto it yet. But it does seem more likely that Henry will run into Alpha. That I have no problem with. But the way it was kind of articulated is he gets captured and he escapes again and then they run into each other and she's leaving the fair. I don't see all that going down. Because it's already nighttime, and she's got Daryl and Michonne, Yumiko, and Carol right where she wants them. So I think the people that have been taken were already taken throughout the day. See, that's what I think the episode is going to be. It's not just going to be Alpha taking people. I think it's going to be Whispers taking people. I think there's Whispers inside the fair without their masks on. I think they're going to be the ones to trick them and to get them to leave. I don't think it's just Alpha's recognizable. Yes, she might show up, she might get a machete, but I don't see Alpha getting 6 or 7 or 8 people to leave the fair. I think there's people already in the fair, and they're going to get them to leave, and they're going to be kidnapped all throughout the day. Hey, 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 4 o'clock. I don't think it's going to be this mass event where, all right, 8 of you, get with us. We're taking you. There's so much going on at the kingdom. There's so many opportunities for distraction. And it looks like Alpha and Beta already have their hands full. So, says who you. I'm late to the party. Hi, everyone. Kills. How much is international shipping? Depends on where it ships. And then there's customs, which I think that's kind of the challenge. Now, we still have this the Alpha, Beta, Negan scene. But how many people are starting to think that could be them outside the hilltop at the end of the season? That could be the cliffhanger. I didn't want to see it like that. But the more I'm thinking about it now, I think we might see Daryl, Michonne, and Carol at the Whisper camp, and we don't know what goes down with them, and Alpha and Beta make their way to the hilltop. I think it's very possible. Scott Kernan says, the characters who go missing are already dead. And would it not make sense for Negan to want to know where the Whisper camp is and to kind of jump in there and follow them so he can get a free ride back if Michonne has not shown back up. Melody Sky, that Whisper is absolutely Negan. I've no doubt in my mind that's him. So I'm just going to throw it out there like that. I really think we're going to have a long, long summer. Because I think we're going to be wondering all summer long what happened to Daryl, Carol, and Michonne. Trouble Down says, how do you think Beta will get out? I think Beta is going to jump up and down in that elevator until it falls a floor, and then he's going to climb out. I mean, it's a pretty long drop. I don't see anybody getting him out. I think he's just going to ride it down another floor or so. Just a little bit of bounce. Yeah, there's definitely some loose ends that need to be tied. But, I also don't see, there's so many things that could happen. You almost feel like there has to be, isn't there a cliffhanger every week? Maybe it's not going to be as intense as the lineup, but I don't know that there's even last season, there's a mini cliffhanger like what's going to happen to Negan. I don't think you're going to answer every question. Just some are more steep cliffhangers than other ones. William, the Walking Dead Billboard says, kills. Aren't most people familiar faces? How can the Whisperers get in without questions? William, I don't think any of the Whisperers are familiar faces. There's a lot of normal-looking Whisperers that would easily blend into the group. Now, Alpha might be a different story. Remember, Alpha's the only one that showed her face. She walked up to the gate. Everybody else had masks on. Wayne Green, will the Whisper arc last the whole season 10? I think so. We got Norman and Melissa are safe, signed contracts. Deny, absolutely, Julie McGuire. And that's why I think a mini cliffhanger of not knowing what happened with them, I do think buys them a little time. And it buys us a little bit of time to figure out what's going on with Michonne. There's going to be a lot of speculation. We got Robert Frank in the house. What's up, Robert? Robert says, Hardwick doesn't seem too active on his Twitter, but I messaged him on Facebook. We're making this TWD Red Fair happen one way or another. Also, if Henry dies, where do you see Lydia's story going? You guys, first of all, do me a favor. And for Robert Super Chat, make sure hashtag TWD Red Fair. And I see Henry dying by Alpha. And I see Lydia actually helping the group win the Whisper War next season. I don't think Lydia and Henry's arc has to be one and the same. I actually think they have to be different. That'll certainly 100% prove Lydia's loyalty to the group. Miss Ollie Grimes Dixon says, hello, Kills. The Whisper with the weird-looking face is the guy from the opening minutes. The couple from Hilltop, I just saw the opening minutes. And there they are. They're right up on our screen. Alpha is going to, in the opening minutes, she is going to cut her face off. And apparently she is going to sing Lydia, oh Lydia, why she does it. I guess it kind of relaxes her when she's doing that stuff. She's evil, man. She's getting dark. Yeah, she's a sick, sick woman. Yeah, the couple in the fair right there are Miles and Hilda. And in the opening minutes, they will be carved. They will become masks. Fresh masks. Pretty sure Alpha likes that green dress. And they're not too far away from Hilltop either. Or I'm sorry, from Kingdom. Yeah, it is going, Cassandra, it is going to be creepy. And this episode is going to be very, very dark, literally, and it's going to have, it's like a crescendo. It's going to build up to it, where you're going to see one group of people having a good time and letting their guard down, and you're going to see another group of people, Daryl, just willing to give his life to save other people. So let me go back, and then I got some information, and I don't know if it's accurate. You can take it or leave it. I'm going to give you a list that was supplied by me. I am not going to reveal anything other than the fact it could be a rumor, but the list seems very, very legit, and I believe it is a strong possibility. So you can write them down if you want, and we can check them to see if it's correct, but it's a person that claims to have some connections. Says who you. Alpha is scalping Hilda. Will likely use her hair as a wig. Well, she can use the hair as a wig and also the hat. My name is Hilda. I'm looking for a machete. Whew. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see how she pulls it off. Oh, that did not sound right. Pun not intended there. I meant I was going to see you guys. All right, you understand where I was going with that. Daryl would rather they just get back on the road and leave this area. What if she changes her voice like Jadis? Possibility. I know. It was a face-off joke. Hey, new members, you guys have you guys got a kill shot emoji. There you go. It's unlocked. Anytime I do like a bad pun or a bad joke, the members can just put the kill shot emoji up there, and then you'll know. That way I'll know you got it. There you go. Thank you, Rhonda. All right. Okay, I'm going to give you this list. If you guys want the list, then hit the like button. Give me a quick 999 in chat. Like I said, I don't know if you can trust this source or not. The list looks legit to me, which is the only reason why I'm going to give it to you. I heard there were 8. The person that provided the list gave me exactly 8. So we'll let it fly. This is not my prediction. It's provided from an outside source. Trouble Down says percentage of chance happening. The last kid that ran off is now a Whisper. You know, I'm okay with that. And that was that Winnie? Winnie the Whisperer? Is that what we're calling him? He's got a name already. Winnie the Whisperer. All right, looks like you guys. Now, if you want to repeat this, if you want to take it somewhere else, do it at your own risk. I'm not taking credit for this list of names unless it's 100% correct, and then I'll take credit for it. No, I'm not going to take credit either way. But I do, if you want to write it down, and if it's wrong, then we'll go back and say, hey, this source is full of crap. And we got a super chat before I get to it. June Smith says, 999, I know I'm late, but last night was off the hook. It was The Walking Dead I know and love. Seeing Rick's gun just tore me up. June, I love it. You had to put Rick's name somewhere in there. You crack me up. Thank you for that super chat. There were a lot of things that tore me up last night, June. Michonne and Daryl getting branded. Michonne being stabbed in the stomach. Michonne being hit in the back with a 2x6 or 2x8 or whatever. Yeah, Rick's gun was probably lower on the list of things that tore me up. But very good. All right. I'm not asking you to agree or disagree with this list. So here it goes. And I'm going to read. There are some big names included in here. Ezekiel. Enid. Nabila. Kelly. Marco. Cal. Tammy Rose. And Rosita. This is the list of 8 names that I was provided that were taken from the hilltop and are no more. That's the list. Like I said, the information sounded legit. The names sounded legit. So, we'll leave it at that. If you wrote them down, I got a list of them. We will we'll check it. There's good validation to every person. Andrea Trevino, it's not as much of a why Enid. I mean, there's rumors she moved, and she's no longer in the area. But the why isn't from a story perspective. It's the list that they apparently have inside information. But, take it for what it's worth. Could be completely wrong. According to the person that provided me the information, these are not predicted pikes. These are confirmed people that will be taken from the hilltop. Or, I'm sorry, from the kingdom and killed. DD Ohio says, Tara must die. If Tara lives, we riot. Is Pete D? Where's Pete D? Derek, I don't think anybody that has done a video up to this point has a confirmed list. And we get information from people claiming that are sources, and some are full of it. This seems a little bit more believable to me, but it could still be wrong. That's why I said, take it for what it's worth. I don't think there's any videos out there saying that they have knowledge of it. It's confirmed. I'm not going to say this is confirmed. I'm just going to give you a list that was provided to me, and it'll be buried somewhere in this video. If it's right, it's right. But anybody else says confirmed, unless they have the same source that I have, and it just came out. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that too, Julie. Even if they do, the spoilers might not be until the very, very last minute. William the Walking Dead Billboard says, I agree with June. Rick's mud-packed gun messed me up. By the way, love the way the patron and member boxes are getting huge. Well, many of you are involved in that. You know what, William? I think one day, the patron and the member boxes are going to be like the whole screen. Super chat. Trouble Down says, did you say Marco? Isn't he in fear? There's a Marco at Kingdom right now as we speak. Hashtag Mudgun. No, don't get it trending before TWD Red Fair. Joe, I think it's a good point. I mean, Joe said I only care for 4 of them. I don't think you can have a whole bunch of people there and then you just go through the emotional wreck of, oh, it's, 8 people I really cared for. I think the real, there's people that are going to be attached to Enid. There's people going to be attached to Kelly. But this group, Ezekiel wrecks the kingdom. Enid, the emotional attachment of people, and Alden, from Hilltop. Nabila with Jerry's connection, Kelly with Magnus Group, Marco and Cal, Hilltop, Tammy Rose, Rosita, Alexandria. I'm ready to go bold prediction number 2. What do you guys think about Siddiq being on Talking Dead this week? There was the rumor that Siddiq was a traitor, that Siddiq gave some information. You guys think that still might be a possibility? We're just going to get all the gossip and all the rumors out in one. Are just saying, piked and interviewed. Siddiq gets to pike first. Well, one of our pike predictions was that Rosita and Siddiq would possibly be there. And if Rosita loses her life and he's got nothing else, would he sell out the group, give some information if he didn't have Rosita any longer? Just something to think about. So one more question and we'll start to wind it down. Unless we get some more super chats, and we'll answer those questions. We got Delaware Sasquatch says, you think AMC filmed multiple pikes just in case? That's always... I have to think this through because I'm trying to think of how it could play out and the people they would have on set, Delaware. If there were a lot of Whisper extras, maybe. If it was just kind of your core group and people have been on the show that have longer contracts and are a little bit more committed, I don't think there's a need to do it. But certainly, if the pikes are around a whole bunch of extras, yes, I could see multiple scenes being filmed. Let's see. MC Lyrical, your theory is stupid. MC, we have a rule here, and you're probably about, 15. You can disagree. You can't come in here and call anybody stupid. And if you do stuff like that, you probably are not somebody that we want to be in our streams long term. So I'm going to ask the moderators to show you to the door, because I just don't think you're going to change. I'm sorry. But there are a couple more channels that would love to have somebody like you. So peace out, my man. And there goes MC Lyrical. I think we should do some type of rap or some type of rhyme in memory of MC Lyrical. Maybe Freestyle Friday will come up with something. So I'm kind of glad MC Lyrical chimed in with a really rude comment, because we got a lot of new people here. And let me just say, I am committed to keeping our channel comfortable for people to come in. Whether you like something, you don't like something, that's fine. You can disagree. We can debate it. But several of the new people that are here, hopefully that example right there will prove to you that we just don't allow a bunch of moronic behavior. And that's how we've grown our channel. We've grown it with the right group of people that have a good time, that don't want to deal with the outside. And look, there's a lot of channels that would love to have that guy, and they need the subs and they need the views, and he'll probably be great over there. So if that's who you are, then you certainly can go make their subs unhappy. Because what's going to happen is, if enough of these trolls go over there, their good people are going to leave there and come here. That's the way it works out. All right, we got a couple more super chats I got to jump into before we wind this bad boy down. We got who we got? William, the 9-9 billboard. I just want to hear you talk. Pick a topic. William, this is not Freestyle Friday, but I know what you're doing, because I will. You know what? I'll do that as a commercial topic. That'll be the subject change. And William with another file. By the way, keep going. Topic 2. And there you go. Sherry Bentley. I guess when some asshat gets blocked, you guys can just put up the kill shot emoji. We'll just make it a ritual. As William brought up, one of the things that we do, we're going to be streaming twice a night, so 8 o'clock and 9:30. Tomorrow night, we're going to do our Pike recap. So we've picked some people that are on this list, and some are really, really high scored. We're also going to, Wednesday, we'll do our bold predictions for the episode. Hopefully Thursday, spoilers will be out. If they're not, we'll have other topics that we talk about, so that's going to be a lot of fun. But on Friday, my new favorite stream is Freestyle Friday. We start with the Walking Dead topic. Some people here, not myself, indulge in some beverages, so it's just wild. But it's always fun, and it's not racist or sexist or political or religious or jokes that are extreme. It's just fun chat where people hang out and have a good time. So hopefully you guys will be back for that, because that is a lot of fun. And what happens is, we'll start on a topic and people will super chat, and then they change the topic. So you guys really control what we talk about. We've got a couple more super chats here. Amy Ferrero. This is the ultimate live stream group for The Walking Dead out there. Kills, mods, sponsors, all members come together out of love for The Walking Dead. Go 999 Army. Amy, thank you. That is, if you guys agree with that super chat, let's make that the super chat spotlight. Give me a quick Amy in chat, because I don't think it's ever been said any better than that. That is awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And William, the Walking Billboard, topic 3. Come on. I know you got one. William, I'm just going to put them all on the list for Friday night. How about that? And then we'll get some subject change tokens for Friday night. There you go. All about the love in here. So we're at 45 minutes. Amazing group of people. You can see how many people are in the stream. This is concurrent viewers. So when this video is live, we probably had about 1,300 people, which is a lot of people. You guys seen a lot of faces. I saw a couple people say this is my first stream. I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. If you had a good time, then subscribe and hit that like button and tell somebody about us, and get people that you know that like to talk about The Walking Dead, coworkers, family members. Get them to come in here and hang out with us. I promise you they will be treated with respect. June Smith. I'm the lyrical Jesse James. Hey, I got the power. June, I'm surprised that there was no Rick Grimes in there. That might have been your very first ever super chat with no Rick Grimes. Let me down, June. You let me down. Well, we will save that thought, and we'll do a little bit of freestyle on Friday. Goucher says, may all 8 rest in peace. It did sound about right, didn't it? All right, everybody. Hey, let's we've been doing this for a couple hours now. We're going to wind the stream down. Thank you so much. Appreciate everything that hey, Delaware's not my list, man. And I know a lot of people are pushing back on Ezekiel. And hey, if it's wrong, it's wrong. But let's talk about our list that we came up with in our 3 deductive reasoning videos. So we'll do that tomorrow night at 9:30. At 8 o'clock, we'll do a Walking Dead stream. We're going to recap last week's episode. I know a lot of people had some great things to say about episode 14. Really quick. Episode 14 last week. Top 5 episodes all time. You can put a Y or an N in chat right now. If you thought last week's episode was one of the 5 best ever, give me a yes or a no. I'm just kind of curious. I thought it was amazing. Jack says no. A lot of people saying yes. Randall Roundtree, yes. Good, but not that good. I get it. Was an awesome episode. All right. Well, we are going to recap it tomorrow night. And I will put up on our Patreon page, I'm going to have the patrons vote on the 5 best scenes. So we'll do a complete recap. We'll do the 5 best scenes. So looking forward to getting your thoughts and comments on that. And we're also going to do our final Pike video that we will ever do will be tomorrow night, where we take all the people we've narrowed down and come up with what we think could be our final list. And we'll see if it compares to the list of the information I was provided. Thanks to everybody. Appreciate everything that you guys do. I will see you all tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Have a good one. Peace.